And they're off. Margaret Ray and Gray Walls, and on the outside, it's a Lady Eli. Down towards the hedge, Tammy the Torpedo. They make the bend around the far turn and head for the backstretch. And it's Gray Walls with a narrow lead over Margaret Ray, who's racing in second, and Lady Eli next in third. Tammy the Torpedo down at the hedge is running in fourth. My Caramia is next in fifth, followed by Skinner Box in sixth. Then it's a length to Titanium Joe running in seventh. On the inside is Ancient Goddess next in eighth. Then comes Nikki's Brown Miss and Partisan Politics. It's a gap of 4 lengths back to Lady Bling, who trails the field in 11th. And the quarter was running 25-2. Gray Walls, the leader here. Gray Walls by a full length over Margaret Ray. Lady Eli in the clear on the outside in third. And Tammy the Torpedo runs along in fourth. In between horses is Skinner Box. Mike Caramia on the outside. Then it's the trio of Titanium Joe, Nikki's Brown Miss, and Ancient Goddess, followed by Partisan Politics and Lady Bling still trails. The half in 51-2. Gray Walls holding on to that lead. It's Gray Walls in front. And Margaret Ray is right alongside. Gray Walls, Margaret Ray, Lady Eli. On the far outside is My Caramia, then Tammy the Torpedo, and the field is now in the stretch. And here is Margaret Ray up to challenge Gray Walls for the lead, and Lady Eli is coming on the outside. And here's Lady Eli to take over as they come down for the wire, and Lady Eli just takes off in the final 16th. A 4-length winner of the Miss Grillo. Margaret Ray was second. Then it was Tammy the Torpedo and Partisan Politics.
Qualifying has come up to the outside stall, and we are ready to go. They're off in the juvenile Fillies turf. And Lady Eli started well, but she'll be taken back. There goes Sunset Glow. And Sunset Glow is up and after the early lead. Nikki's Brown Miss now moves up alongside of her. And a hard-held Isabella Sings is between those two running in third. Lady Eli gets a perfect spot fourth, saving all the ground into that turn. Then Quality Rocks, Partisan Politics, Conquest Harlanade a bit wide outside of Osela, and Civilier and Gary Stevens ride the rail, and they're 8 lengths off the lead. Then Tammy the Torpedo. Reina the Battery is next. Qualify is second last in the early stages here. Prize Exhibit trails. 22-3 was a fast opening quarter mile for Sunset Glow, who leads the field up the backstretch. Victor Espinoza has her in front by a length. Isabella Sings, well held by John Velasquez, second. 2 lengths back to Nikki's Brown Miss in third. Lady Eli is right there fourth. Hard held on the inside, 4 lengths to make up. Quality Rocks goes up 3 wide. Then Partisan Politics. They went 46-2 for a half mile, and now they move into the far turn. Sunset Glow continues to lead the way. Isabella Sings a length behind in second. Partisan Politics is sent up on the far outside, and right there too is Quality Rocks. Lady Eli is fifth. She saved all the ground so far. Civilier is right behind her, and then Conquest Harlanade, and the rail opens for a Lady Eli. And Lady Eli, just like that, takes the lead on the inside of Sunset Glow. Civilier is up to third on the inside, but it's Lady Eli and Irad Ortiz with a dream run and a Breeders' Cup victory. Sunset Glow is second, Osela was third, Prize Exhibit fourth.
They're at the post. And they're off in the Appalachian. Sunset Glow quick into stride and right out for the early lead. Lady Eli comes away in second. And then Miss Temple City, third down toward the inside, but Sunset Glow will have the lead at the entry to the first turn. Starts to clear the inside traffic, gets over next to the rail. Lady Eli, 1 lane off the rail in 2.5 length. Miss Temple City, ground-saving trip, in the third position around the first turn. And then Ms. Money, who's fourth, also placed toward the outside. You're the One I Love is in 5th position here early on. Late Spring is 6th, and Tiger Ride 7th and last. 24 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Sunset Glow is the leader. Sunset Glow, 1.5 lengths to the good. Lady Eli is second by a 1/2 length. Miss Temple City, third 1/2 length. And then Ms. Money, fourth up on the outside. You're the One I Love, followed by Late Spring, and Tiger Ride is last. They head for the far turn, the half mile, 48 2/5 seconds. and Sunset Glow still has the lead by a length and a half. Lady Eli waiting to pounce from second. Now she starts to move forward just off the leader's flank, midway on the far turn. Sunset Glow leads it by 3 parts of a length to Lady Eli. Gap of 3 to Miss Temple City, who's struggling to keep up. A quarter mile to come. Lady Eli and Sunset Glow. Who would have guessed it? They are side by side coming to the 8th pole. Lady Eli gets the lead. Sunset Glow is second. 3 more lengths to Miss Temple City. Final furlong of the Appalachian, and it is Lady Eli with Sunset Glow, and then Temple City third. Lady Eli returning to the races in fine fashion to take the Appalachian. Miss Temple City got up for second by a head over Sunset Glow in third. That will be a photo for place. 1 minute 35 and 4/5 seconds.
They're racing in the Wonder again, and it was a good start for Lady Eli. Pangburn has early speed, and so too Pine Needles. Between those two, its only acting dad is running in third position early. Lady Eli settles in behind horses to sit fourth in the initial stages. My Sweet Girl goes up on the far outside as the field rounds that first turn. Pine Needles is the leader. Heath has moved up into second position, and then it's Pangburn to the inside. My Sweet Girl, Lady Eli, running in fifth early on, just to the outside of its only acting dad, who's down toward the rail. Then Miss Chatelaine and Puka. 25 flat was the opening quarter. On to the backstretch. Pine Needles and Luis Saez make the pace. And Heath is alongside second. My Sweet Girl tracks them in third. Pangburn is fourth on the inside. Lady Eli is still racing in mid-pack here, in between horses as Miss Chatelaine goes up on the far outside. And Lady Eli is 3.5 lengths off the lead. Arad Ortiz Jr. looking for a spot to come out at this point. And then it's Puka, and the trailer is its only acting dad. 51 seconds flat. There's just no pace on it all here. And Pine Needles carries her speed into the far turn in front. 3/4 of a length. Heath is running in second position, moving for the turn. My Sweet Girl is third. Pangburn is fourth to the inside. Lady Eli still nowhere to go right now. She's hard held. She's 5 lengths off the lead, running near the back of the pack. Around the far turn, Pine Needles is the leader. On the outside, it's Heath. My Sweet Girl is next. Miss Chatelaine on the outside. And then Pangburn. Lady Eli still looking for a spot to go. Arad Ortiz Jr. is going to have to find some running room. They're in behind a wall of horses, 3 lengths off the lead with 1 furlong to run. Now she's going to come to the outside, and here comes Lady Eli. Has to come and get Pine Needles and Heath. Pine Needles, Heath. Lady Eli moves up alongside of them. Lady Eli strikes the front late, and Lady Eli does it in hand at the end by a half a length over Heath. And then it was Pine Needles. Its only acting dad was fourth. All in line. They're off in the Belmont Oaks Invitational. And Pine Needles is sent right to the front by Jose Ortiz. Sentiero Italia is going to be close up to the pace as well. And then it's Gypsy Judy toward the inside. Lady Zuzu goes up on the far outside as they make their way toward that first turn. And then it's Daring Duchess followed by Olorda, who's down on the inside. Outstanding is right behind the fellow European, racing 5 lengths off the lead and saving all the ground there is Spanish Queen. Lady Eli is in mid-pack in the early stages here. She is 9 lengths off the lead after a very fast opening quarter mile here. In 22 and 4/5 seconds, extremely fast. Its only acting dad is after that, and then comes Charla Ray as they make their way to the back stretch. Consumer Credit is next, and then Miss Chatelaine and Strict Compliance last of them all. Again, it's been a hot pace set by Lady Zuzu, who's out here by 2, and Pine Needles, who flew out of the gate, is back running in second after a 47 1/2 mile, so the pace is moderated somewhat, but it's still quick. Gypsy Judy is next. On the far outside comes Daring Duchess in 4th position. Olorda is 5th at this stage of the race. Then it's Outstanding Sentiero Italia, Spanish Queen to the inside. Arad Ortiz has the heavy favorite Lady Eli, 7 off the lead, and racing outside of its only acting dad as they move for the far turn. Lady Zuzu in front. 3/4 was in 1:11 3, and she's 3/4 of a length ahead of Pine Needles as they round the far turn. These two are just clear of Olorda, who's third to the inside of Gypsy Judy. Sentiero Italia's right there, along with Daring Duchess, and Lady Eli is going to take the overland route, and here she comes on the far outside. Lady Eli still in hand, and here she comes, and she has bursted to the lead as they move into the final furlong. Outstanding is chasing her home. It's only Acting Dad and Consumer Credit, but they're all not going to get the undefeated Lady Eli. She crushed them. Lady Eli did it again. It's only Acting Dad was second, and it's a blanket finish for third, and a very strong final time of 1 minute. They're off in the Flower Bowl. Sentiero Italia goes out to the early lead. Lady Eli is close and sent along as it's only Acting Dad to show some early speed. Bleu is away running in fourth and settles in at the rail. Then Strike Charmer and C. Khaleesi. Sentiero Italia goes on with it, racing for the turn. It's only Acting Dad right along the hedge, and running along in second is Lady Eli, tracks them from third. The pace is honest enough here. They went 23 and 4 for the first quarter. Bleu is fourth as they make their way to the backstretch, and 3.5 lengths off the lead, just ahead of C. Khaleesi. Strike Charmer is last, and she is 6 lengths behind Sentiero Italia, who heads them on to the backstretch. Joel Rosario and Sentiero Italia in front by 1.5 lengths. It's only Acting Dad. Bleu now slips through on the inside. Lady Eli is right there, though, and she's only 2 lengths off the lead and running 3 deep up the backstretch after a 49 flat half mile. C. Khaleesi moves in fifth, and she's within 3.5 lengths off the lead and is traveling well at this stage of the race. Strike Charmer, the late runner here, is 6 lengths from Sentiero Italia, who continues her lead into the far turn. It's only Acting Dad is sent along now by John Velasquez to creep up a bit closer. Lady Eli is right to the outside of Bleu, who's down toward the hedge. C. Khaleesi tracks them from fifth, and Strike Charmer trails. 3/4 and 1, 13 and 3. Around the far turn, Sentiero Italia the leader. It's only Acting Dad, and Lady Eli is right there in contention on the outside, and she's moving up near the front as they come to the top of the stretch. C. Khaleesi goes up too, and then it is Bleu to the inside. Final furlong. Sentiero Italia, here's Lady Eli, and she ranges up alongside. C. Khaleesi is third. It is Lady Eli. Sentiero Italia tries to dig in on the inside, but she's gonna do it. Lady Eli has won the Flower Bowl. Sentiero Italia was second, C. Khaleesi was third, and Strike Charmer.
And we are just waiting for Pretty Perfect to come up to the starting gate in this unique starting position on the downhill turf course. They'll cross over the main track after that in just a few strides. They're off. In the Breeders' Cup, Filly and Mare Turf and Catch a Glimpse started very well, and as expected, She and Avenge will go out to the early lead together as they cross over the main track 1-2. So it is Catch a Glimpse well off the rail, and Avenge on the outside, and right behind them is Kit Kat running in third position. C. Khaleesi is fourth on the inside. Then the Japanese runner Nuovo Record, who's fifth early on. Pretty Perfect is there on the outside, racing in mid-pack, and they're followed by Ryan's Charm. And down toward the inside is Seventh Heaven, and she's about 8 lengths off the lead early on here. Lady Eli is down on the inside, drafting in behind horses. 9 lengths off the lead. Then comes Queen's Trust, Sentiero Italia, Al's Gallons of Pesa. The first quarter was very quick here, 23 seconds flat, as Avenge takes over. Avenge has opened up 2.5 lengths. Catch a Glimpse is going to let her do it and sit second as they head on to the backstretch. Pretty Perfect is third on the outside. Kit Kat follows in fourth by another 3. C. Khaleesi is fifth, and she's 7 lengths off the lead in this scattered field that went 46 flat for a half mile. Extremely fast pace for this race. Up front, it is Avenge, who leads by a length. Catch a Glimpse is getting closer now. Pretty Perfect is there. Third on the outside by another 2. And then it's Kit Kat, followed by C. Khaleesi. Seventh Heaven is down on the inside. Oval Record is next. Lady Eli is about 6 lengths off the lead and beginning to move up, and suddenly Seventh Heaven is losing position on the far turn. So it is Avenge in front. Avenge continues to lead the way. Catch a Glimpse on the outside is second. And then comes C. Khaleesi. Lady Eli is brought to the far outside for a clear run, and they're into the stretch with Avenge to catch. Avenge is the leader. Lady Eli is bearing down on the outside. Queen's Trust is third in the center of the course. Here comes Lady Eli after Avenge. Queen's Trust on the outside. Lady Eli, Queen's Trust, they're coming down to the line. Very close. Queen's Trust West, and Lady Eli were 1-2 in the Filly and Mare turf.
And they're off in the Coolmore Jenny Wiley. Catch a Glimpse and Dickinson come forward in the opening strides. Illuminant there up to the far outside as well. Catch a Glimpse will be the early leader, though. Illuminant will go second, Dickinson third, Time and Motion in fourth. There goes Kidura from the far outside starting spot up into the fifth position. Lady Eli settles back in the sixth spot into the first turn. Good Year for Roses in seventh. Gap of five, Kittens Roar is eighth and last. Catch a Glimpse against the rail now, leading it by just over a length. Illuminant goes second, one lane off the rail. Dickinson has room to the inside to move up a closer third, a half length. Then Kidura, Lady Eli, Time and Motion on the outside. Good Year for Roses and Kittens Roar, who's right there with the rest now. 23 3/5 seconds for the opening quarter. Catch a Glimpse, the leader, midpoint of the backstretch by a length, and here's Illuminant inching forward into the second position by a length. Dickinson third, a half length. Kidura fourth on the outside. Lady Eli under a snug hold in fifth down to the inside. Time and Motion right alongside of her. 48 seconds for the first half mile. Good Year for Roses and Kittens Roar at the back end of the far turn. Catch a Glimpse, the leader, 3 parts of a length. Illuminant second by a length. Dickinson still there to the inside, but still third. Kidura is in fourth. The tempo quickens now coming to the quarter pole, followed by Time and Motion. Lady Eli down to the rail, 5 lengths off the lead of Catch a Glimpse, who's chased by Illuminant. Dickinson, now Lady Eli to the outside from fourth. Kidura from fifth. Time and Motion sixth. Here's Lady Eli striding forward. Final furlong of the Coolmore Jenny Wiley. Illuminant, Catch a Glimpse to the inside. Dickinson coming late. Kidura is there. Lady Eli in front. Dickinson trying. Lady Eli. Dickinson gets up on the outside by a nose for Paco Lopez in 1 minute 41 4/5 seconds.
Followed by Good Year for Roses, 10 lengths to Mocat, and last of all Pretty Girl. Avenge into the back stretch, a length and a quarter in front. The odds-on favourite, Lady Eli in second position. Good Year for Roses close up along the rail.
She moves back into line. They're all in line, ready for a start. They're off in the Diana. Kidura comes out on the lead. On the far outside, Dickinson goes with her. These two out to the front, and right behind them are My Impression. Antono and Lady Eli will be fifth. And she's racing about 4.5 lengths off the lead, just ahead of Harmonize, racing for that first turn. So it will be Kidura and Junior Alvarado to make the pace, with Dickinson sitting in second. Antono takes her spot on the inside third. My Impression fourth. Lady Eli will be fifth in the early stages here through a 23.59 quarter. She is 5.5 lengths off of Kidura heading to the backstretch and leading Harmonize by 2. So it's Kidura on to the backstretch in front in the Diana. Her lead is 3/4 of a length over Dickinson. My Impression is third. Antono is fourth side, and they both storm for home together. They're into the stretch. Kidura in front. Here's Lady Eli charging on the far outside. Antono sneaks through an opening at the fence. Kidura's fighting hard. Lady Eli comes at her from the outside. Antono comes at her from the rail. The three of them battle it out to the wire in the Diana. Here's the finish. It is the dauntless Lady Eli. She has defeated Kidura by a nose. Antono was third. The final time was 1 minute 46.1. They're all in line, ready for a start. They're off in the Woodford Reserve. Ballston Spa, and Paco Lopez sends Dickinson immediately to the early lead. The leader by a length. On the outside, Antono, and on leave, go with her. Lady Eli sits fourth early on, and the early trailer is Roca Rojo, and she'll be well off the pace into that first turn. So it's Dickinson in front. Antono keeps company on her outside in second. And they're followed by On Leave in third as they make their way around the clubhouse turn. Lady Eli settles into a good spot fourth on the outside, now 3 lengths off the lead, and travels very smoothly onto the backstretch. Roca Rojo trails through a 24.34 quarter. So they move up the backstretch in the Ballston Spa on Travers Day, and it's Dickinson in front. Antono on the outside is running in second. On leave third, Lady Eli. Hard held on the outside in fourth. Roca Rojo trails this quintet. She's 6 lengths off of front-running Dickinson, who went 48.92 for a half, and On Leave makes a move now. On Leave puts the heat on Dickinson as they race for the far turn. Antono is 2 lengths off of them. Rod Ortiz will save ground with Lady Eli. They're right at the hedge, and they're 2.5 lengths behind as they round the far turn. Roca Rojo is at the back of the field. Dickinson and on leave. Antono ridden along. Lady Eli still on hold, looking strong. She needs a place to go. Where's she gonna go? At the top of the stretch, Dickinson in front, on leave. Lady Eli will come to the outside. Antono is down the center. Roca Rojo is set down to Lady Eli. Lady Eli has taken the lead. Dickinson is next. Roca Rojo finishing fast on the outside, but it's the resilient Lady Eli winning the Ballston Spa. What a heroine she is. Then it was Dickinson, Rojo, Rocco, and Antono in a final time of 1 minute. Coming straight at you here. They're all in line. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Filly and Mare turf. A good start for Zipessa, who shows some early speed and goes out to the early lead under Joe Bravo. And alongside is Wuhita, away running in second position. Cambodia is in a bit of tight quarters there. Lady Eli is trying to settle down, and then Senga and Avenge going up on the outside. Birdie Gold is next, and then Nezwa down toward the inside. Going up outside of horses, Goodyear for Roses. And they're followed by Grand Jeté, War Flag, Rhododendron, Queen's Trust, and last of them all is late running Dasita. 23.86 was their opening quarter mile here for Zipessa, who's the pacemaker. And Avenge will sit just off of her, run in second. Wuhita third to the inside. Cambodia follows in fourth. Senga fifth. Then Goodyear for Roses. Lady Eli is right behind them. She's in between horses and 6 lengths off the lead onto the backstretch. And then it's Nezwa, Grand Jeté to the outside. The half was 47.50 seconds. Queen's Trust is going up on the outside of horses. She's 9 lengths from the front. Birdie Gold, Rhododendron, War Flag next, and Dasita trails. Zipessa continues to lead the pack to the far turn. On top by a length to Avenge. Wuhita to the inside. Cambodia, Senga behind them. And then it's Goodyear for Roses racing on the outside of Lady Eli, who's in behind rivals here. Still about 6 lengths to make up for her as Nezwa rides the rail around the far turn. Queen's Trust is beginning to move up, splitting horses, but needs a way through as they come to the top of the stretch. They're into the stretch. Zipessa taken on by Wuhita. Cambodia's there. Lady Eli has asked for her run on the far outside. Then comes Senga. Nezwa down toward the inside is next. Dasita finishing fast in the middle. Wuhita's the one to catch close to home, though. She's got a 2-length lead. Rhododendron dashing through on the inside, but Wuhita has done it. Wuhita over Rhododendron. Then a photo among Queen's Trust, Dasita, and Cambodia in the Filly and Mare turf.
And for the winner's circle presentation.